Boop. Happy Monday, September the 13th, 2021. Today I'm representing one of our sister Wesley foundations, East Tennessee State University Wesley, my alma mater. And if you're in Chattanooga and you're a young adult, like an 18 to 20 something student at UTC or chattstate, don't have to be a college student, and you're looking or have been looking for a way to like try out playing worship music, we invite you to come to the function tonight at 500 Lookout Street, Beth Wiley Church, and join us tonight. And it's kind of a laid back kind of worship, kind of coffee house. But we've got some people who play pretty well, and they really want to help other people play well and learn how to play and play for church. So, worship God by playing music. So join us at the function tonight. Find your function and worship. Anyway, today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 73, 21 through 28, Proverbs 22, 1 through 21, Romans 3, 9 through 20, Psalm 119, 169 through 176, 1 Kings 13, 1 through 10, and then end up with Romans 3, 9 through 20 again. I'm going to look at Romans and talk about how we don't think we're better. I think sometimes Christians come across that way. Not sometimes, a lot of times, unfortunately, come across to people like we think we're better, just because we, have the t-shirt that says Christian on it or whatever. And it's not that we don't think we're better. At least we really shouldn't. And because we're not better on our own. It's nothing about ourselves that make us better. The biggest difference between a Christian is a Christian knows, or should know, that we are really all in the same boat. It's like, as Paul says here, he's using Jew or Greeks because that's kind of like that was everybody in his world. But as he says, Jew or Greek, we're all under the power of sin. We're all born into that. We all live under that. And we're not righteous apart from God. He goes into this long and pretty dark explanation of what we're like apart from God, how there is no righteousness within us apart from the presence of God. And a Christian, and this is part of thinking, a Christian should be different from those who don't have faith in Christ, right? And so that's what sets us apart. That's what changes us and changes our lives. And basically, it kind of boils down to the idea that he's going after here, is we should have a holy fear of God. And it's more of a, when he talks about fear of God, and remember this, when it talks about fear of God in the Bible, especially in the New Testament, it's more of an awe and respect born of our knowledge of God, who he is, what he has done for us. It's that kind of fear of God, like, oh my gosh, this is an incredible person and everything they've done for me. And it's, you don't want to lose that. You really don't want to, separate yourself from that kind of person. It's more of that kind of fear than a scared to death of him. That kind of fear can factor in too, but it doesn't usually end up well. It usually ends up people that have that kind of fear of God don't really want to spend time with him. So, we should have, because of that, Christians, we should have a mouthful of praise, let's put it that way, to use his language, to follow on his language. We should have a mouthful of praise, a mouthful of encouragement, and a mouthful of the good news to share with our neighbors and share with the world. But apart from God, as he says, our mouths are full of cursing and bitterness. And if you really listen to the world around you these days, can you really disagree with that's what we look like without the presence of God in our lives? In the church and out, you wonder if anybody really has the fear of God in their hearts anymore at all. Anyway, that's the DBR for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Get out, enjoy the day. And like I said, if you're a young adult in Chattanooga and you're looking for a way to, get into worshiping God, either with music, it doesn't just have to be music, but, if you write poetry, if you do dance, if you do drama and things like that, and you want to try out your hand and participating in worship that way, come to the function tonight. Starts at 7. We'll see you later. Boop.